Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to Sports Talk with me, Rical, man. What's up? What's going on? Yeah, I'm on the field waiting. I'm outside. I'm in my car, of course. I'm on the field waiting for my son football practice to start. So I said, let me talk to this to Bengal fans. You have a Jamar Chase problem. The Bengals made him an offer of 4 years, $140 million offer, $35 million per year, 90 million practical guaranteed, and then 30 million bonuses, right? Which of course, he would meet those being that he's a primary target, he would meet those bonuses. But it's just that you put him close to 120 million, but then where's the rest of the money coming in? You know what I mean? That will put him second to Justin Jefferson, and he turned it down because they wanted to pay out in 2027, and he's like, wait a minute, I want the money sooner than that. In 2015, Mike Brown was worth $925 million. He was $75 million shy of $1 billion, but today, the Bengals worth 3.5 billion, which put Mike Brown, so he's the majority owner at $2.275 billion. Mike Brown took over the team from his dad, the late Paul Brown. Paul Brown was the founder of both Cleveland Brown and the Cincinnati Bengals. I think that if he didn't sell his share, he would have owned both teams, right? You would have owned both teams to have the Brown name after you, and also the Paul Brown Stadium, all that stuff. So and 91, Mike Brown took over when his father died. He took over, and that ownership has been tight. You know what I mean? They had the lowest payroll in the NFL and lowest salary in the NFL, in terms of paying coaches and all that stuff. The front office is only the front office is the lowest. The front office is like 8 staff members. That's his daughter, his son-in-law. They are executive, and his son-in-law is the executive in the company. So is his daughter, whatever. So they keep it tight. Mike Brown keep it tight niche, so they're not spending money like that. But you see, going to the Super Bowl, the team growing now, to be worth $3.5 billion, which is a big deal for him, because of course they went to the Super Bowl, and then changing, he's getting $455 million coming from taxpayers, which is something that by changing the name from Paul Brown Stadium to I think they Paycor Stadium right now. Yeah, Paycor Stadium. So that's tax funded. So the people in Cincinnati are of course paying for that stadium, which is why they call it the Paycor Stadium. He changed it from he was reluctant to do it, but he invests. There's a lot of investment through the community, a lot of investment in local local investment. People, other fans who invest in the team, which is good for him. But when somebody's worth 2 or even $5 billion, is usually, well, always that money, that 5 billion, 6 billion, 10 billion is on asset, not cash on hand, right? So it's not like they have the cash on hand to do it. So those guys may not have the money. So it's rarely you might see a few billionaires who might worth 20 billion that might have 900 million or close to $1 billion cash on hand, or they might have 500 million cash on hand. So in case they need to do something, they don't have to liquidate their asset. They have liquid cash on hand to be able to make moves. And when you sign players for NFL owners who own teams, you have players. So when you sign a player to 4 years, $140 million, you have to put $140 million in an escrow account, right? and to be able to make the payroll. So it is so the NFL with the contract with the union, they make sure to they don't want to have an issue with owners not making payroll. So if the team go bankrupt for some reason, this is a way the union make sure to protect the players, right? The union protect the players and protecting the asset to make sure that if which is why the owners put Roger Goodell there to make sure all the stuff there, all the stuff are working, and also with the union there, the player association to make sure that when a player signs up for these contracts, the team had to take that, even though they can sign you for 4 years unless it's guaranteed money for the NFL, you can't get anything, right? If you guarantee, if you sign $140 million, $90 million guaranteed, so the $90 million, which is what the team's guaranteed to pay you, after the $90 million, they can say, all right, we're not gonna, you're not gonna pay you. We owe you, $50 million. That $50 million, we're not gonna pay you. They could cut you, and then you don't get that. But the team still have to put the $140 million in an escrow account, and then after they pay, to pay you that $90 million, that $50 million, they could take it out of the escrow account to put it back on in their books, right? To be able to sign players. So, but Mike Brown doesn't have that money. You give your quarterback. You have your quarterback Joe Burrow, who's a great quarterback. You give him you give him his money. You have players, so which is why I said to you that the Bengals have the lowest amount of staff, 8 people running the organization. 8. That's it. In the front office. That's Mike Brown. His daughter, his son-in-law. They're a tight family. So, what I mean? So they make sure it's a family business for real. So they're not doing anything else. So, but Mike Brown doesn't have the money. He doesn't have the liquid cash on hand for him to put the $140 million in the escrow account, which is why they offer Jamal Chase. Jamal Chase turned that down. So you telling me I'm signing the contract, I don't have to see the money until 2027? I want to see my money now. You give me an extension, I want that money now. So $35 million, that will put him there, but he's not with that. He said, wait a minute, I don't want the payout in 2027. Let's move it to the lowest. I'll let it go to 2026, but I'm not. First he wanted his money right now, but he said, I'm gonna give you I'm gonna push it for you to 2026. But Mike Brown was like, you want to be able to pay out in 2026, 2027, which is 2027, 2028, which is a long time, because in order for you to, other owners own multiple things, right? You look at the Jets. Woody Johnson owned the Johnson & Johnson. It's a family business. They're billionaires. Him and his brothers. Both Christopher and Woody Johnson, they're billionaires. So they own the family business together. So they own other things to make money. So it's not just the New York Jets. So for Mike Brown, this is it. So there's no other business that he have out of college. He's been part of the team. So when his father died, taking over, to his credit, he grew the team from where it was. But then again, inflation and stuff like that, so things are changing. It's a winning franchise, so it's a big difference. So for the team to be worth $3.5 billion, which is 31st, so the Bengals ranked 31st in the NFL in terms of ownership. Right, I mean, not ownership, in terms of money or net worth, right? Net worth. So, which is something, right? But to his credit, from 1991 when he joined the team to 2023, they went 205 wins, 298 losses, and four draws, right? That's not a bad record. Lowest salary from 91 to 2000, the lowest salary, staff salary in the NFL. Lowest. And I told you they have 8 staff, and those staff are family members. So they all take some type of pay cut, whatever. They could have got money elsewhere. But then again, people are talking about nepotism. This is a family business. They don't, they're not, barely, besides the coaches and the players and stuff, they're not hiring anybody from the outside. So you're talking about nepotism. So that's, that's what it is. But anyway, that's their business. But so for Mike Brown to be able to do this, like I said, he had to, for him to put the $140 million in escrow, he will have to sell assets. What are the assets that he had to sell? He doesn't have any money. He doesn't have any money. So which is why he told Jamal Chase, yeah, I'm signing you for $140 million, but I don't have the money to put in escrow to give you. I want to start payment all the way in 2027 or 2028. They'll be like, what? Wait a minute. I want my money now. So they didn't have the issue paying Joe Burrow. They had to pay him. So it's a free fall. So now Mike Brown will have to sell, because Jamal Chase wants to be the highest paid receiver in the NFL. He wants to be the highest paid receiver in the NFL. Which is, hey, rightfully so. You know what I mean? Without him, where are they? Right? So that's a tough situation that they're in right now, because now, at first, Jamal was like, listen, I'm not gonna play week 1 if I don't have a contract. But they sat down to have a conversation, and he's like, okay, we're gonna do it. So the offer they made him, he doesn't want that. So because Mike Brown doesn't have the money to pay him. So there's no building, there's no other thing he have, there's no other asset that he have besides the Bengals. The Bengals is all he have. You know what I mean? It's all he has. So for him to do anything else, he would have to sell some stake of the company to get money, because it's not just Jamal Chase. You have other players that you will have to pay. So it's about to be a free fall for the Bengals in trading players. They're about to trade all pretty much all their rosters for draft picks to be able to just drop players. So the Bengals, they're about to go in a free fall. The Bengals are in deep trouble right now with Jamal Chase and other players. You know what I mean? Bengals are in trouble. So for Cincinnati Bengal fans, your team's about to be trashed for years. You know what I mean? Yes, the team is worth $3.5 billion, but it's just the asset of the team, like what the team is worth, not because Mike Brown, the owner, doesn't have anything else to, there's no liquid cash on hand. So all this asset, everything he owns, that's the team. That's not like Jerry Jones, who owned buildings, 3 World Trade Center in New York City. You know what I mean? So it's not like that. Jerry Jones have multiple stuff, and they own multiple things, so they could do multiple stuff. Jerry Jones have money invested. If you go to Dallas, you go to Texas, period. There's a lot of all the high school, all the colleges. There's a lot of big stadium being built for all those teams in Texas. Big stadium. Jerry Jones have investment in those stadiums. When you go to those games are 110, 200, 100, whatever, 100,000, 200,000 seats stadium. Big stadium. You go to Texas, you see those stadiums. Those are huge stadium, and those tickets, because all they do in Texas is sports. Football is big. You know what I mean? So going to those games, you could pay $160, $180, to $300 to go to high school games in Texas, and that's how crazy it is. And Jerry Jones getting profit from all those stuff, because he have his hand in all these stadiums. You know what I mean? So, but Mike Brown doesn't have the opportunity. He doesn't have the money to put in escrow. So I don't know, like the NFLPA would even allow that, because because like, how would a player say, okay, I sign an extension, but the money won't even come in until 2027, 2028, Well, the Jaguar, you see, they give an extension to, Trevor Lawrence, or they don't have to pay him till 2 years from now. You know what I mean? So they balloon the money. This is the contract, but you're not seeing any money out of that. So, but Jamar Chase was like, wait a minute, no, I want my money now. But the lowest years he was willing to take is 2026. He said he doesn't mind to push it to 2026 to give Mike Brown an opportunity because, of course, he loved Mike Brown. He wants to stay there with the Bengals. He doesn't want to be traded, but he's just saying, I need to play. You need to pay me. So, but for Bengal fans, it's gonna be tough. It's going to be tough, for your team to. There's about to be a free fall because, like I said, when you sign players, they sign Joe Burrow for all that money. They had to put that money on the escrow. When you sign a player for, you could sign him for $140 million, $200 million, all those deals you see going on in sports. Period. All those deals that are in sports, right? The money is being put in an escrow account. It's like, for example, you own your house, you paying insurance, you paying school tax, all that stuff in there. You paying your homeowner insurance, all that stuff. So that money come out of your mortgage. When you pay your mortgage, all that money is you pay all that together. But the bank, the bank take those money for your insurance, for your school tax, all that stuff. They put it in an escrow account, right? They put it in an escrow account to be able to make those payments for you, right? So no matter what's going on, you're good. So those teams, when they sign players to like I said, it could be, let's take $140 million. The team have to physically take $140 million and put it in an escrow account. The escrow account, which is why they're able to make payment, they're able to make payroll to pay those players. You know what I mean? They're able to pay those players, because if they don't, if something happened, it's a protection for both the team, but mostly the players. Because if the team happens to go bankrupt, those players are protected. They have their money. That's a contract that's guaranteed for them. So they have the money for that to be able to pay them. You know what I mean? So, but it's gonna be tough for the Bengals to be able to because Mike Brown don't have the money to even the $140 million he offered Jamar Chase. He don't have that. So that's gonna be tough. Anyway, man, sports talk. Like, subscribe, and share, man. Peace out. Bengal fans, man. Hey.